just entered the bear crawling nation. This is Arbor and Mon. Welcome to the other side of live. Welcome to the other side of live. This is Arbor and Mon, and I am your host today. And of course, we are having technical difficulties that we're not really sure of. So welcome everybody who is in the chatterback box. Welcome to Detached Lotus on the side panel, and welcome to Charles. How are you, my friend?
I'm actually probably doing better than you, and we always say it's not bear crawling.
There is nothing like doing a live show where things are going wrong. But even better than that is when you're sitting in a room of people who are going to be guesting on your show, and they're looking at you expectantly, and I can see them out of my peripheral vision, and everything is not going correctly. It's just the best.
It's simply the best.
Now, I can hear you, but it's strangely silent here, and because I can see them. After the show, me under a rock. So tonight we are going to be having what do you call yourselves?
Bawdy musical comedy.
Bawdy musical comedy.
Is that
with Bocca Musica?
Is that body as in like slightly dirty, or body as in the elbow is connected to the arm bone?
Body as in naughty.
Okay.
B-A-W-D-Y, not body.
Bawdy.
Body comedy. Body comedy.
Bawdy.
So we're going to be doing that tonight. And okay, first of all, how have you been doing, Charles? How are you these last couple of weeks?
Dude, I've been good this last couple of weeks. Worked hard in the last this past weekend. Actually got a whole lot of stuff taken care of, including a quick plug for our good friend Alex at 7th Row Center. 7throwcenter.com is up and running, and the very first show of his podcast has been launched, and you can get it there, and it's awesome.
What's he talk about?
He talks about movies. Alex is the one who you met briefly at the Renfest, who had the Superman patch on his Ren.
Yeah, I know who he is, but what show is he talking about? What movies is he talking
about? This particular one, he just introduces who he is, and he does a quick summer blockbuster movie review. And then he's already got the next one queued up that he's going to start working on back-to-school movies and that kind of thing. But he does, it's not reviewing movies. It's his opinion. It's stories behind what makes the movies fun. It's all about not just watching, but immerse yourself. And it's really awesome. And he promotes our Morning Mon on his website. So there you go.
So I will definitely have to check him out because I love movie stuff, and I want to see what he can do.
You know, this would be great for
Couple
Jeff.
Weeks.
Jeff Hall loves movie stuff. I think he would like this.
Who?
Jeff Hall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he likes movie stuff, too. He might actually listen to a podcast. Can you believe it? Not mine.
Not mine.
But you might listen to this guy.
Yep.
So the last time we were doing this, we talked about the blogs and how everybody's seemed to be going through the blogs lately and how to push through that. Yeah, has things gotten better for you?
Yeah, getting some things done. Just actually making some progress on what I can control, not worrying about what I can't. And it does. It really helps me move forward and get out. I mean, I'm excited. In the long run, it really wasn't a ton of stuff, but there's a lot of things that have been on my list for a while, things to do that I really think will progress everybody. And I just got a lot of stuff done. I included you. I got a lot of stuff done for you too, and I'm happy about that. And I'm definitely done being blah, and I'm more like being more than Mon.
Well, we were talking about the movie guy, and he's now in the side panel. So nice to see you, movie guy. Welcome to the podcasting world.
And congratulations on your first episode in the Bear Crawling Nation, which is his first episode ever, and he feels like a member of the family because...
Oh, we got a thumbs up.
He feels like a member. He said it's not bear crawling if there's not an audio issue, and somewhere in there's a secret little hidden audio issue. And he's like, yay, I'm part of the family.
Yeah. Well, what I have been doing, I too have been moving out of the blogs. I've actually started working on some of my scripting for the motivational speaking, as we talked about last time, etc. And it's moving forward with that, slowly doing that. But I've been working at the Silver Leaf Renaissance Faire, and I have run into this last week. I ran into a musical comedy group called Bocca Musica. And nobody's yelling at me, so I think that's right. So I'm going to invite them in right now so we can get the show started, and I don't feel creeped out by people just staring at me. So they're going to all plug in, grab their headphone thingies.
Well, while they're doing that, everybody should stay tuned to the end of the show because there's a lot of cool announcements about Mordant World coming up.
Oh, is there? That would be nice if I could actually know what that was, too.
Well, I'm sorry that you've slept since then, but we mentioned it briefly before we started broadcasting. It's all good stuff that you wanted to talk about. So happy
No, it's good. That's good. Is everybody can still hear?
Yep.
All right, now we're all scrunching in. We got one more. We got one more.
Don't forget me.
There's this one right there.
And you can also catch this. You catch this every other Tuesday.
I think this is a longer one, so you might want to switch with me. Yeah.
Every other Tuesday, you can catch this here on stickcam.com, or you can also catch it on bearcrawlingnation.com, audio-only format through Mixler.
Anyway, I think we've got them all. Yeah, I don't know.
Mostly.
We got them all here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bocca Musica. Bocca Musica. Welcome
Hi.
to my Mordant world.
Thank you.
There we go. Now everybody's head's in there. So, as you can tell, they're very funny.
I hear
A
nothing.
lot of comedy, a lot. You hear nothing?
I hear nothing.
I hear
except
nothing.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
All right.
Oh,
Charles?
fail.
I'm not talking, so that might be why
Now I hear
Oh, okay, that's
I
why.
only
You can always hear,
crickets.
me like this, but just when they call. when
Hi,
they talk.
Charles.
Hi. Did y'all take requests?
Yeah, actually, they do take requests.
Dude.
And no, they won't play Freebird.
Dude,
You don't-
no, but they could do Hey Soul Sister
Yeah, they
for
don't play
you to end the show.
Hazel, I know, Hey Soul Sister. Yeah, it's my song. Anyways, for those of you who are in the chatterbox and those of you who are on the side panel, 813-413-7133, you can always call in and talk to our musical guests. Now, as the show is about chasing and catching your dreams, you guys have been doing this for how long?
We'll be.
Well, wait, first, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Okay. I'm Coco, the director of the group. I formed the group back in 1996.
Way back when in the 1990s.
Before some of them were
The
born.
last millennia.
Yeah. And then over here.
I'm Ginger, and this is my 4th year with the group. I joined back in '06.
Aught six.
'06.
Wouldn't that make it your 5th year? It is 2011.
Okay.
Correct.
I took a mini hiatus. Stand up,
Not to make
They
it.
sing good.
Like,
What do we
She
have
only
next?
counts to 4.
Well,
She's a
my
musician.
name, I'm Randy. I joined the group about 8 years ago. That's whatever, 6 or whatever. Been a great time. I was in the transition years from old Bocca to now Bocca.
Now Bocca.
Now.
Yes.
Live Bocca.
I'm Tommy or Tomas or whatever variation of those names you want to call me. This is my 2nd year in the group, but I've been following Bocca since I was 10, back in...
You're fired.
Wow. that takes stalking to a whole new level, my friend. Congratulations.
One more.
We got somebody behind me.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yes, I'm Chuck, and I've been with the group for 3 years.
3 years. And he's not going to put a date on it.
No,
So
they
that's,
don't do math.
that's
He
yeah.
actually has a song called Renaissance Math on our new CD. He's the only one that's good at it.
Yeah.
So this is Bocca Musica. What do you guys do?
Well, we do Bawdy musical comedy. We do everything from drinking songs, to spoofs of, Broadway and pop songs. We do original music, naughty, dirty jokes and toasts. We try to crack each other up on stage. We try to come up with new material. We have usually 4 different shows every day, so it's
Right.
never repetitive. And even within each show, we try to be different and find new material. And the best moments that we have are when we can mess the other people up, because that's what our fans love.
Right. Absolutely. I think that as the Tortugas, we have discovered that as well.
Yes.
That is the funnest part. Now, what gave you this idea? Where'd you start off, looking at this?
Well, actually, Bocca Musica started out as a madrigal quintet.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a pretty name, Music of the Mouth. Bocca
Quintet,
Musica.
that's 5.
That's 5, right. And we started out doing beautiful music in the lanes, and we loved it. But, typical fair fans, they would stay there and say, and keep going. So as we progressed, we started doing more slapstick in the show, and we started getting bigger audiences, and then we kind of evolved or devolved into more of a pub show, and then it just kept getting naughtier and naughtier. And Randy and I have been singing together since college, like 25 years. Yeah, the 80s, 86. I don't know. We're old, but so we just have really tight harmonies and really naughty music.
You do. Now I've heard you, and your mainstay, your main place is the Michigan Renaissance Fair.
Yeah,
Festival.
that's our home fair.
Right, and then I heard you first at Silver Leaf, which is not a body show, as we have discovered ourselves. It's somewhat conservative, you know. And then I hear what you're singing as I walk by, and I'm like, and I look around, and you have an audience,
of course,
and they're not recoiling like sometimes they do at our show.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just, how do you get away with that? That's awesome.
I think our fan base is what. I mean, a lot of people come in and they know what to expect from us. A lot of our fans talk about us, and they, word of mouth, and people come expecting that. So I think when you look at our audience, it's what they expect, as opposed to just folks who just, walking by and recoil.
And we and we are very careful about warning the crowds to, use their best judgment.
We do know nursery rhymes.
You know nursery rhymes?
Yes, we do.
Are they body nursery
them to
rhymes?
push the kids along.
Oh,
We'll get them all like a song and row your boat.
Okay. Yeah. No, and I've seen people sit in your audience, they're like, oh, this is good, and then you'll get to a certain song, they're like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, well, that's fine, and we encourage them to leave because, while we do some things that are maybe offensive to some people, we don't want those people at our show. We want people there that are going to genuinely enjoy themselves and revel in the weirdness that's going on, and not go, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. So that's why we put it out there to the fans. Hey, this might not be appropriate for everyone. Feel free to leave if you don't like what we're doing.
Right.
At least try to.
When people leave.
Right. At least try to appreciate us as musicians, and the hard work we're putting to our show. But if you don't like the material, well, have a nice day.
Right. I listening to you, I like the quality of music that you're putting out, but what I really appreciate is the clever. And I've heard, the Renaissance version, you're also doing a special show for another a group of people, and you've arranged your stuff for their theme, and I was able to hear some of that tonight, and I thought it was pretty fantastic.
Thank you. We're excited. We're doing a medical marijuana conference next weekend in Ann Arbor.
Nice.
And let me just say, none of us smoke, but I do support medical marijuana.
Well, you know what? I'm all about people chasing and catching their dreams, whatever your dreams may be, as long as you're not hurting others. Okay.
Morning. We have a caller.
Yes.
We have your caller on the line. 586.
We have a caller, 586. Hello, 586.
Yeah.
586. Can you mute your microphone so we're not hearing ourselves talk?
Mute the speakers on the computer.
Sure. Hang on.
Hey, 586. Where are you calling from?
Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Michigan. Hey.
Hey.
Who is this?
This is Captain Tiberius.
Hi, it's the captain. How are you?
Oh, it's a fan of theirs.
Yeah, good to hear
Well,
from
I'll
you.
just sit back and you guys can
Well, okay, well, we have to give a plug here because there's an organization in Michigan called Brethren of the Great Lakes.
Right.
And they have chapters all around the state, and it's people who enjoy the Renaissance and pirates, and they form these, groups, and they have their ship and their captain and their crew. And we were asked to become part of the crew of the Lusty Wench by the captain.
By this captain?
By this captain. This is our captain.
So this captain's kind of famous because I've heard the song and everything.
Yes, and so that
about.
inspired us to write the song The Lusty Wench, which is now the title track of our new CD. And so the great thing about Brethren of the Great Lakes is that they do charity events all around the state, raise money for special needs children, cancer walks, all kinds of great stuff like that. So it's really a wonderful organization to be associated with. But Captain, you could probably expound on it more than I can.
And I just want to point out that they have CDs already pimping out their stuff.
Yeah, here we go.
Really?
Wench, right there.
There it is, right there. The
Oh, we got a glare.
I'm sorry for the glare. And then there's everybody on the back. So Captain Tiberius, where's the first place that you heard these people? Oh, Daddy, don't get shy on me now. Captain?
He hung up, I guess, or lost the signal. Sorry.
No, I'm still looking at him, but all
The
right.
ship sank.
Oh. Maybe he's at port somewhere, in Tortuga.
Oh, with a lusty wench.
With a lusty wench. Yeah. That's the name of the boat. For you Minnesotans who's listening, this is the boat. In the Great Lakes, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Anyways.
Well, call back.
So, again, 813-413-7133 if you want to call in. I think that it might be time for a song. I mean, wait, do they have a web page, somebody's saying?
Yes, absolutely. You can find us at boccamusica.com, and Bocca is spelled with 2 C's. BOCCAMUSICA.com.
.com. There it is. Thank you, dumb movie guy, for putting that out there.
Thank you.
They also have a Facebook fan
We
page.
do.
Fan page?
Yes, fan page.
Yeah.
Bocca Musica. Well, it's facebook.com/bocca.musica. And it's beginning to rain.
And it's beginning to rain as I hear the drops. I think we should go into a song, and I'm going to warn you ahead of time. It's Bawdy, but enjoy.
Okay, so you want us to sing The Lusty Wench?
Yeah, that would be great because we just talked about it.
Okay, perfect. Let Tommy get his guitar.
Charles, while he's hooking up his guitar, you got anything you want to say?
Oh, now when we don't have a caller on the line, now you want to know what I have to say? No. It's very
I heard
enjoyable.
you trying to jump in when we're all talking.
I was just trying to say we had the call is all. No, it's very cool. You're carrying it well. And I hope you put the Tortugas to shame with your humor.
Oh, a challenge.
Oh, we are having a duel next
Well, we are going to be
weekend.
sharing a stage with them when we get to the Michigan Renaissance Festival.
That's right, with the little guy.
So,
Somebody needs to videotape you guys challenging them in one of their shows with songs
Yes,
and jokes.
we
Who can
will
make
have
musical
a
duel.
challenge.
who
Now, I
can
think
make
what I'm
who
gonna do-
laugh? Who can make who laugh more?
So you can see everybody.
okay,
There you go,
we'll
Ed.
just
This is
okay.
entertain us.
Ready?
The lusty wench is the talk of the town. Since she arrived last Tuesday, she's known the world round and she's been town to town, leading young sailors astray. All the old ship hands admire her build and are anxiously waiting to board her. They're standing in line, fit to be tied, all knowing what she has to offer. So swab the poop deck of the lusty witch, she's soon to be full of seamen. Untie her and board her and go below deck, we're bound to plunder some booty.
Really?
Raise your jolly Roger, her rules we'll try to abide. Be a lousy landlubber, you'll gain your sea legs once inside. Both captains and deckhands have rowed her, and she always enjoys being rough. So drink up your rum and grab a firm hold, it's said that she can't get enough. So swab the poop deck of the lusty witch, she's soon to be full of seamen. Untie her and board her and go below deck, we're bound to plunder some booty. The lusty wench is well seasoned with tales from many a scurvy dog. Some kiss the goner's daughter because they enjoy being flogged. Ahoy, all ladies who board her, be sure you can tie some good knots, 'cause she'll shiver your timbers and toss you about and show you where X marks the spot. So swab the poop deck of the lusty witch, she's soon to be full of seamen. Untie her and board her and go below deck, we're bound to plunder some booty.
Did you say boontang?
So swab the poop deck of the lusty witch, she's soon to be full of
want to plunder your booty. Booty, 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 booty. This song is all about booty.
Yeah.
Okay, we just lost our clean rating. Gone. See you bye.
Hey.
Oh, that was awesome.
It's not therapy. It's just a voice.
That's right. It's not therapy.
That was awesome.
I hope that was great. Yeah, you guys are fantastic. Go ahead,
Thank
Charles.
you.
Chime in. I've been talking too much.
This from Georgia.
Oh yeah, you're not going to be singing this song in Georgia. Yeah, you can get away with this in Carolina, but you ain't going to be anywhere in Georgia.
It's all right.
That's crap. Now that's what y'all should talk about, traveling around the country and having areas like Georgia that would not appreciate great humor and good talent like that. And I'm in Georgia, so I can say that.
I did a show in Mobile, Alabama one time, and it was just fine down there.
That's right.
It was the Mobile, Alabama Renaissance Faire and Zoo. It's true. They had one camel.
Hey, we got the captain's calling back. Oops.
What captain's calling again?
Except I messed it up. All right. Hey, Captain, you there?
Captain Tiberius. You're killing me, Smalls.
It says he's here. I don't know what I did wrong.
Maybe he's muted or whatever. You better make sure that we're recording. I'm be upset
We're
if
good.
not. So, where has this taken you? And please tell me beyond the confines of just Silverleaf.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've done several shows throughout Michigan. We've performed in Canada.
In Canada?
Yeah, just because we're right over the,
Where in Canada?
Just in Windsor, because we're in Detroit area. Windsor's right across the border.
So they're international.
We are international and award-winning.
And what award?
We've won on the...
Do you let anybody else talk ever? Do they ever say
Who wants to talk about the Renaissance Podcast
We
Award?
won an award.
Oh, wait, the Renaissance Podcast Award?
Yeah, we won in 06,
Us too.
08, and 2010.
We were Best Non-Musical Act.
Wow, we came in second for best, well, it was back before they had the Bawdy category, but our CDs have won 3 years.
You're Bocca Musica.
Yeah, we're
Bocca Musica.
I just suddenly, bing, that synapse fired, and I'm like, I remember seeing you guys going, who the hell's that?
Yeah, thanks.
So, yeah, sure.
Now you know. Bell Bib
Great
DeVoe.
plug.
What, Charles?
The other side of live, where we do our homework before we talk to people.
Whatever. Okay, so you said you went to college for this.
I have a music degree. I'm a teacher. I teach middle school.
You teach?
Middle school, I teach music and social studies.
Do they know you do this?
Probably not.
Okay. These are not our real names.
That's right. And I don't act like this at school.
No.
Although I would learn a whole lot if you did.
That's like you're a superhero.
I use a lot of humor in my teaching, but, I have to keep it at a middle school level, which actually probably our humor would really go over there.
Okay, secret identities. What does everybody else do in real life? For you?
I am a server and a mom of 3, and I also do musical theater.
Musical theater, right? Yeah.
I'm a paraprofessional at an elementary school.
Oh, God! And he's a
And
Michael Jackson.
a stage hypnotist and a local rock star.
And a college student.
And a college student, yeah, but that doesn't count.
I'm an actor. But I don't play one on TV.
What kind of acting do you do? Is it
I
stage
do
or?
children's theater.
I know.
What can I say? I do murder theater. I do murder mysteries. Boom, I'm out there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I am a high school drama teacher.
They're all connected to children somehow.
I'm so sick of them by the weekend. No kids allowed.
No, this is a great outlet. This is a great outlet.
Oh, yes, by the way, I am also a preacher's daughter.
Yeah.
And the middle child.
That explains the
it's
preacher's
double
daughter. That
worse.
explains a lot, though. Really, because
really
preacher's
does.
kids are like, woo! We had some in our church. And they're wild. Not like me. I was innocent.
We believe you.
I was back then. Shut up now.
I was innocent too, until I got to college.
Yeah. College is kind of what spoiled everybody.
Yeah.
I was innocent till kindergarten.
Now,
I'm
where's
still
the show
innocent.
going? I have no idea where the show is
Hopes
going.
and dreams. Wasn't that what you told us?
That's right, chasing a character. Okay, so where do you want to go with this? Or do you have things beyond Bocca Musica, or is this a stepping stone, or do you guys see this connecting you to something, or
Anybody else want to talk about it?
in front of the,
Well, I see us as a therapy group. We need to reach everybody's inner freak. And the number one place would be Georgia.
Damn, Skippy.
You know? Everybody has an inner freak, and it is our responsibility and duty. When we signed, I said duty. When we signed our contracts, we gave our vow
Oh my
to reach
God.
them all.
Preach on.
Yes, amen.
when I talk about chasing and catching your dreams, whatever that dream is, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're creating fun, as long as what you're doing brings joy to the world, I am all in favor of that. And so that is why we are doing this. And yes, I felt like I had to make that announcement.
No, but that's a valid point, because some of our best moments on stage have been after the show when fans have come up and said, I've been in a really bad funk, or things have been rough and I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, and
Right.
have written into our website or whatever and thanked us. And, that's really what it's all about for us. We love, and I actually use that. I tell my students when we have concerts, I said, how many times in your life are you going to get to make 500 or 1,000 people happy for an
Right.
hour all at the same time? People come and they forget about everything else, that bills and all that, and just enjoy the music or enjoy the jokes or whatever. But that's a gift that we get to give to people.
Yeah, and I think it does. There are times where it feels like an actual service, and that one of those times was at 9/11. We were performing the weekend afterwards, and we thought about we'd mentioned something or whatever. We thought, no, let's just do our show. And I'm not sure if we actually mentioned anything during the day. I think towards the end we might have said something, but we had people coming up afterwards and just saying thank you for taking our minds off of it, because we were inundated with it all week. So on that level, we felt like we were able to give something back, able to perform a service for our fellow man,
Right.
and everything, even if it is with our silly humor that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But I think a lot of people are silly and they just don't know how to show that, or they've forgotten it from their childhood. So it's important to bring this kind of humor back, and even taking out the body, we still do a lot of just silly stuff too.
Do you ever have a problem with, let's say afterwards, off stage, maybe not immediately or whenever, where people, they get confused and then they think you are those characters and they kind of try to cross that line? Or they're all the time thinking that, and these are, I guess, a two-part question. There's that one, and then there's like where they're surprised that there's depth to you, that you have something else. So let's go with the first one, where people try to cross the line, imaging you as the toy still.
I definitely have had that experience, because Coco is, she's kind of the ditzy dominatrix of the group, and, the busty wench and all of that. And so older men really seem to appreciate me and my costuming. And so they think that, that character wants to go home with them. And, and I play the character all day, and that's fine. And I flirt with them, and they probably just need the attention. But, that's why I have a character name and not my real name out there. And,
Right. Do you ever get in a situation where you can't deal?
I had one instance, and that was quite a few years ago, where I had to yell out in sooth.
Right.
Where there was a man who had a few too many, that was a little too aggressive. But that was just once, and I wasn't in any real danger, but, it just got a little uncomfortable.
I tend to find that there are a lot of people who, because you hate to say, well, we're famous, but a lot of people, when they see us, they see us on stage, and then when they see us kind of walking around, they kind of talk to you as if like you know them, or as if like they're friends of yours, and you're like, I don't know you. They're talking to you like, hey, Randy, how's it going? It's like, hey, how's it going? But I don't know who you are. We've never, because they've seen the show.
Or they bought a CD and they know our names.
Right.
They automatically, and
our job is to be friendly. I mean, you want to be friendly. That's part of the gig, and what you like meeting people.
Remind us who you are.
Right, yeah. It's like, I don't know.
We see a lot of people.
Yeah, and then you feel kind of bad that you don't remember them, or that, and you're like, So that's kind of an awkwardness, I guess, as opposed to a bad or weird or wrong. It's just kind of an awkward moment. It's like, what do you say to someone? when you don't know who they are.
Right. Yeah, I've always found that it's best to just, if you can take control of the situation, like, because we wear tights and we have our cod pieces, and if somebody's drunk enough and they're grabbing for something, you give them one thing that's like, no, you can touch me here, as opposed to touch me here, or hey Randy, it's like, hey drunk guy, right. Which just gets a laugh, and it just kind of you're able to move on or whatever.
Why do you say that to me all the time, though? I don't understand.
Only when I'm in the bear stand, because you've been drinking that bear.
It is interesting. Sorry, go ahead. You go ahead.
We do have a lot of really hardcore fans that we get to know.
Right.
I mean, because they're at all our shows, or they're constantly, sending us messages, or, we've gotten gifts and things like that, which, it's just amazing that people would do that kind of thing for us. We never take it for granted. It's always really just humbling to think that people care about us that much.
We've made so many good friends just through this.
Yeah, true.
People that we talk to, people who do come to our homes and are part of our lives now, and they're having children, and we're like part of that. It's just nice.
Or even other performers that we've met who we've become friends with. They're just
Hey Nunny Nunny.
I've met them, but
okay,
we haven't done any shows with them.
The Washington One.
Oh yeah, really good friends with them.
Mm-hmm. Who are the two that are
Danielle.
there? Oh, Danielle.
Yeah,
she's from my home show.
Oh, okay.
Bay Area, so.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. I don't know if she's still doing this or not anymore.
She's
Or is she? I don't know. I don't know if she is, because I don't see her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is? All right, good.
Yeah,
Good.
she loves coming to Michigan.
Very talented.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. We started about the same year, so.
Way back when.
Yeah. I know.
She started when she was in Bay Area in the 80s.
Yeah, okay. She's a little bit before me.
All right. I was going to say.
Sorry, Danielle. So yeah, that, like the Zucchini Brothers, good friends with Todd.
Yes.
And,
yeah, they're from Georgia.
Yeah, and yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is.
Is there anybody saying anything that read Country Boys? Well, you know what? Somebody read Country Boys' question for me, because I can't see it.
Do y'all have any stalkers?
Yes.
Well, with a question like that, I guess I have one now.
I hope so. I'm pretty quiet. I wish they could.
Randy's phone number is.
Right. I have lazy stalkers.
Well, okay, as people who come off as friendly, as people who come off as somebody you can know, even though you see them once a year and they have your CDs, what would you actually consider a stalker versus just a fan who thinks they know you?
Maybe someone who's like at my car as I'm packing up, and shows over,
I
and I'm
baked
supposed to be
you
gone,
some
and
dinner.
they're there.
Yeah, the guy who's like, come on, I'll buy you dinner, or
come home for a home cooked meal.
We were at a show in Indiana, and this guy kept saying, I want your CDs, but I don't really, can I take you all to dinner, and why don't you, here's my business card, and come in tomorrow, and I work at this restaurant, and he kept he just wouldn't let it go. And he's not really a stalker, but a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
I think he meant well. It's just some people don't have the most best social skills.
They're not able to speak well.
Yeah, I do.
So what advice would you give to somebody, as professional people who are out there in the public eye, everybody is, especially in this digital world we're all in, what kind of advice would you give to people who are having to deal with some kind of stalker? Do you have anything that as a performer, this works for me, this might work for you?
You mean inside the life or outside the life?
Oh, what?
Inside the life, mean entertainment life?
No, I'm just regular people. What from your super adventurous experiences, your superpowers, can you give to somebody to say, you might try this, young Avenger? What have you learned from Captain
definitely
Tiberius?
About keeping your real identity, secret. But that's one, and that's hard to do with everything.
Hard to do in the real life.
Yeah, and I still struggle.
Heroes, aren't we?
Yes, Ginger.
The soulless wonder.
Gingers have no soul.
Oh my God!
That's why they're called evil gingers.
No.
And then they have ginger snaps.
Do you want to know what her real last name is? Ginger von Fistentush.
So how you doing?
This is what I have to put up all weekend long.
If we
all
could
they
go
do
to a
is make
commercial
fun
right
of
now,
me.
I'd love it.
You are such a girl.
Whatever.
Tommy, do you want to answer his question about stalkers? You haven't said anything, or Chuck?
I haven't really had a problem.
Right,
Still new.
He's the hot guy in the group that wears no shirt, so we encourage people to like flirt and stalk him.
The more I'm felt up, the better.
Wow, you just said that like to the whole world.
Well, if you tip. If you tip.
No, you said it to about 13 people right now.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Later will be the whole
13
world.
people, you can feel me up.
Another man chasing and catching his dreams.
One
Hey, why don't
fist
we
at a
put another
time.
song?
Okay, we can do that.
What's the next song you were gonna sing?
It's called Sad But True.
Oh, we've got one more question.
Oh, what's
do
the
you
question?
get any
What's up?
complaints when you get home about what you do?
Oh, you mean from? Do you mean like from spouses or
Up earlier, he said parents or
parents?
yeah.
Well, my parents are in their late 60s.
From parents? You mean their parents or parents of kids? Oh, parents of kids.
Well, we try to keep the kids out of the show.
Right.
Our earlier shows are more like drinking pub songs, so those are appropriate. Drinking songs, for, but I mean more traditional stuff. The later shows, we just really try to keep the kids away, and we post it, we announce it. We have people that stand around the back of the audience and say, hey, you might not want to be here, So if anybody complains, it's their own fault for not heeding the warning.
Right.
And we don't swear in our show. It's all.
Do you get complaints though?
Not a lot. I'm sure over
So
the
I'll
years
take that
it's
as a
been
yes.
one or two.
One or two, really?
Yeah, really. We don't get it.
We don't get it. Maybe management gets it, but
As a matter of fact, I asked management if there were any complaints last weekend at Silver Leaf, and they said not one. So, I mean, I think, like I said, we just try to do our best without, stepping over the line to people that don't want to be over the line with us.
Right. I can answer that for Tortuga Twins. We do indeed get complaints, but like Bocca Musica, we front end all those by saying, hey, this is a rated R show. Most of our stuff is from PG to rated R. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's not really a rated R. You have to do a lot more for an R rating. But we do that throughout the show. So when management does get it, they're like, I've watched your show. You guys are fine. So their management is making a choice that, look, we're not, although this is a family-friendly Renaissance festival, there are areas where you can see a lot more if you want to. So there's something for everybody.
Right. And historically, the Renaissance, come on.
Kind of a body time.
Kind of a body time. I have a history degree. I know this.
You have a history degree.
I have a music degree and a history degree.
And they're all doing it with this.
Yes. I have a master's degree even, so yeah. So does Randy.
She's a master of the bullwhip.
It's true. I do yeah. I dabble in it.
I'm a whip dabbler. Charles, do you have anything? I'm kind of at a loss for words right now.
Do you want to hear another song?
Sing!
Sing! That's all right.
Okay.
All right, let's have another song. What is this one again?
This is called Sad But True, and we wrote this one after going around to several different fairs and being inspired by some of the different people that we've met. You heard this one earlier. Yeah. Okay. And
are you comfortable?
Yeah, so they can see you. They see me all the time.
Normally I play guitar on this one too, but
Can I have a blue spotlight, please?
Smurfy.
Diva.
Ready?
Hit it.
this is the regular.
The
You with
beer
my
one,
string.
yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
I went to the Ren Fair and couldn't believe my eyes. So many different creatures of every shape and size. What draws us all together, on this we should be clear. It's more than fun and fantasy, huzzah, it's drinking beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer, finer than a beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer. First I saw two Klingons standing near a tree.
No.
Klingons in the Renaissance, oh no, this just can't be. Then LARPers running round the place, wielding plastic spears. chainmail and white tennis shoes. I think I need more beer, more beer, kegs of beer, more beer. I really, really need a beer, more beer, kegs of beer, more beer.
Then
Jedi clad in robes of brown, with them the force is strong. Judging by their lightsabers, they have a tiny schlong.
like Tomas. That wasn't very nice. It's the truth.
Alright. And girls dressed in lingerie, my topic must be near. Those push-up bras and vinyl shorts, oh God, I need more beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer, I really think you need a beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer. We are Bocca and we like to focus on your interpretation of the situation. We're not gonna judge you, but if we had to, we are better than you. Not. We're skinny and fat and ginger and black, every race and creed, even half-breed. But we all get along just as singing our song, as long as we have good sex and beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer. I look real good when you drink beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer. The moral of the story isn't very long. We see lots of characters with that there's nothing wrong. Elvis and Jack Sparrow together may seem weird, but we don't care what you wear as long as you bring beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer, I'm gonna pay for sex or beer. More beer, kegs of beer. More beer. One more time. Beer, more beer, kegs of beer. More beer, more beer, kegs of beer. More beer.
Oh, I think everybody likes this.
Cool. Thanks, everybody. All 13 of you.
So this, so this is the song that I heard you altered for your medical marijuana
Yes, we
gig.
changed it. Can I
So-
tell them? We changed it to weed, more weed.
Who has the clap? Rock Girl has the clap?
Rock Girl has the clap.
We're spreading the clap.
Wow.
No, just you, Ginger.
That's another superpower.
I have very many.
So it's
Followed by a pencil man.
So,
Hopes and dreams.
Dopes and yeah.
Well,
Be a penicillin man.
Go ahead.
Tomas, you
Yes.
said you've hunted them down since you were 10 or whatever. What brought you from Uber fandom into being a part of the group?
Well, actually, because I was a fan of Bocca when they did pretty traditional music,
Fabulous.
and they inspired me to form another group called Simply Dickens that I do that stuff with. And when I got to high school, all the members of the group were actually in drama, and Randy was our drama teacher.
You were seduced by your drama teacher
Did you get an
You know,
A in the
It wouldn't
class?
be enough first time. Come on.
So yeah,
to
last
join his little club.
So last year he told me, he's like, well, I got this former student. We were looking for a guy who could play guitar, needed a
Right.
bass, He's like, he was okay with his acting, but he's a good musician, so I'm
Call me out.
I know, I'm telling you secrets. So he came over and he started to play, and I was like, wow, he's an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
And
I'm very proud of him.
He
So
gets an A.
can you show me on
And,
the stuffed bear where he touched you?
You'll have to pay extra for that. That's a different podcast.
Yeah, that's on Bear Calling Nation Live. They can guest star on yours for that.
There you go.
It's okay, he's legal.
Yeah, no, it's like what we had with one of our blue team guys, Lucio. John, his father is a huge Tortuga fan. He said he's loved us for many years. And John started watching us when he was, I think, in maybe in high school or even before that.
Yeah.
And then he just auditioned, and his dad, I don't know if his dad knew about it, but then all of a sudden became a Tortuga twin. He's like, oh, yeah. So he's all excited about it. He tried to buy a hat once. I'm like, your money's no good. Here's your hat. So that's the guy you met. Yes! When I first met you
Right.
it was the weekend that Lucio was at Silver Leaf, and we actually dragged you on
Yes,
stage,
you
not
did.
knowing that you
Not
did all this
knowing
stuff.
at all.
Because they were in names. They didn't wear their costumes.
That's
that
right. You were
day.
great. You were great. You were
Thank
almost
you.
my guy,
Yeah.
except you had a hurt leg, so I couldn't bring you up there. But
Yeah, he's a trooper though.
Fake cast.
We did our show in Indiana. He had a full leg cast, and I had to wheel him around in a wheelchair up and down the hills. And
The show must go on.
that's right. That's like, did you know Don Juan Miguel?
oh yeah, of course.
He hurt his leg somehow, and he did the rest of the day, I think, sitting at his whip show, sword fighting show, sitting on a chair.
Oh, wow.
It was just like, all right.
Yeah, he had a little stool, and you know.
Yeah.
I said stool. Yeah, that too.
So what's next? Okay, you've done this. What do you see on the horizon for Bocca Musica, for yourselves?
This is going to sound really ridiculous.
Go for it.
But I have always wanted to do a children's album. I want to write original children's music and because we have great harmonies and lots of creativity, and I just think it would be really fun.
Do you know Minstrels of Mayhem?
I've heard of them.
They have a children's album
Okay.
as well, and it's not all just kitty stuff. It's some pretty cool music stuff there. So I think you could do it.
Oh yeah, we actually. Well, I formed a group. I don't know how many years ago. It was actually a gospel octet, and Randy was in it with me, which is completely the opposite of what Bocca does, and it was called Impromptu. We love so many different genres and styles. I mean, as long as we're performing, we're going to be happy with that.
Right.
And I don't know how long Bocca will keep going. I mean, I'm getting to that age, but I love being in front of the fans, and I love singing with my best friend, and so we'll keep going until nobody wants to hire us anymore. We'll just keep hiring younger, hot people. And,
That sounds so familiar.
No, we could still be a geriatric elderly version.
That's true.
That sounds so
Old
familiar.
people have sex too.
They say that's a problem in
The
nursing
Viagra
homes.
stuff.
Like the old people want to get it on, so we could go and entertain the
Yes,
old
see,
folks.
Dirty jokes
this
are
is
timeless.
our universal job.
It's to bring
Therapy.
joy
Yes,
joy.
to
Make
bring
people laugh.
joy.
Yeah.
and with good harmony.
Well, what about you, Chuck? Because you're an actor full time. Do you have any?
I'm just proud to be called young and hot.
That's awesome. Brother, I'm right there with you.
No, I know Tommy wants to be a famous.
Yeah, I've got my rock band.
Yeah, you're not talking
Isn't
about
that a
Xbox,
song?
are you?
No.
No.
I can't play rock band unless I'm singing. I actually
just-
play guitar.
What's your band? What's your band? Come on, pimp
We're
it
called
up.
Amateur Hour.
All right.
They're
We're on
good.
Facebook. Our music's actually on there to listen to. If you look up "This Is Amateur Hour" on Facebook, you should be able to find us.
They're really good.
Yeah, we
With
just,
Tommy, and is there any way they can really identify? Is that the only thing that'll come up?
I don't know. I haven't searched us.
All right, we'll look for Tommy on This Is Amateur Hour on Facebook.
Yeah,
Come on, you Google yourself all the time.
pictures.
Worded pics.
And I'm in school to be a teacher.
Really?
So
So
rock star teacher.
Special ed, right?
special ed elementary.
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And suddenly we got serious. Okay.
We should do a show. Country Boy is saying we should do a show with the twins.
Yeah, that would be. You could do a show with. You could do a show with D'Angelo, with Jeff Tortuga,
Yeah.
because he is the musical guy.
Oh, cool.
He does harmonies. He does everything like that. Yeah, play with him.
That would be great.
They must
People
know that.
pay big money to play with twins.
I saw you dancing earlier.
Not me, not me. So,
Are you scared, Rick?
I am. I'm afeared.
I saw you dancing earlier when we were singing.
It was good stuff.
We could do the song that Tommy did earlier, the Michael Jackson.
No, really.
We can do a
Too much?
version.
Beat it. I don't know what was it. No, I know what song you mean. No. BoccaMusica.com. You too can hear these songs.
We're also, one of our CDs is on cdbaby.com, and we'll be putting more CDs on there as well.
What about Amazon?
We're not on Amazon yet, but CD Baby, you can get some of our music there.
Okay.
And also if you go to our website.
Very cool, very cool. Well, it sounds like we're pimping things out right now. Is there anything else that you want to ask them, Charles? Again, if anybody wants to call in and ask a question, we are running close to our hour mark. 813-413-7133. Give us a call. Ask questions. You get to be even just to say hello, and then we'll boot you off. But you can talk to the musicians about. Do you have anything for up and comers? Whether it's somebody who's seriously into just doing music or wants to do musical theater, musical comedy. Do you have any suggestions or
Marketing. Getting your name out there as many places as you can. Do something that you really love. Be comfortable. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Try to just find your niche and go with it.
I have something too.
Yeah.
I think when you're, because this is such a small community, especially around here, it's important that you treat everyone who's in the biz with respect and with some type of integrity, because you never.
You know what I think? I think that just do it. Just go out and do it. Don't be afraid to be.
Isn't it always the young hot guy who just kind of interrupts everybody? And no, I agree with you, because I had a buddy of mine who I remember he was I'm not even going to talk about the specific incident, but he dogged this one guy who was just kind of a nobody at the time, and later on became a director and had consequential effects on his career at the time. So you're absolutely right. Treat everybody with respect. It won't do you any wrong. And I know there's those hot days where you'll lash out and you're like, you'll hear about the fans are like, oh, he was just such a jerk that day. And I always wonder, well, maybe he was having a bad day. You don't know if somebody in the family died, or he's just discovered something's wrong with his stomach, or it's just hot. It's constipated, and you were the lucky winner that he just said what to.
I can't shit in the toilet, so I'm gonna poop on you. It's
There
slipped,
goes
I
our-
didn't
There you
mean
go.
it. Ginger.
Okay.
You caught me in one of those days. I'm a maiden.
Whoa, she's
I'm a maiden.
Once again, the evil Ginger speaks.
I am soul.
Charles, do you have anything, please? Are you still
Black is
here?
my favorite.
Yes, I am still here.
All right.
I'm sorry I said before.
Have
that-
you found more success with the humor than you did with the traditional music?
Yes, in a word. I think that it's the combination of the clever songs, being funny, and then actually we do a lot of jokes and toasts that are funny and Bawdy, that kind of strings the whole show together. But we still do have fans that, have been with us over the last 15 years, say, we really love it when you sing the traditional, the madrigals, and make requests for those. But, certainly more people like the naughty Bawdy stuff. I miss the really beautiful music myself, because it's more complicated and more musically satisfying, but...
Well, have you slipped one in, maybe?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We did last weekend.
No, I mean, even into your albums.
Yes.
Because I remember listening to Hey Nunny Nunny, and they've got, they're fun, goofy songs. And then there's this one song, I can't remember the name, but it's one of my favorite songs, the way they sing it. It's just beautiful. And I'm like, oh. And and I had them do this too. I had one on one side, had one on the other. They sing harmony. I'm like, sing this song. And it was just, oh, what a great moment.
Yeah.
And that's why being here when you guys are singing, it's like my own little concert.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Do
enjoyable.
you want the autographs now or later?
You already signed my CD.
Yeah, we did.
Wicka, 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 woo!
But we try to actually vary our CDs so they're not just all Bawdy. The newest one has a couple of traditional songs. It's got some spoofs. It's got originals that are like his Renaissance math song is very funny. It's all puns. And then it gets to the really, really naughty songs and, and everything in between. And it's got blues. It's got pop. It's got Madrigal that we rewrote the words to and made it filthy.
And which album was this?
The Lusty Wench.
It's The Lusty Wench. That's right. Also available on
BoccaMusica.com.
Look at the picture in the back. Oh my God.
Can you tell that's a butt of the ship and I'm the front?
It looks like the cast of Rocky Horror in a way.
That's what we're going for.
Who's the chick? Who's the mermaid?
The mermaid played bass on the CD, so that was her little, and she helped with the artwork. So
all right.
We have a request to sing a birthday song.
Oh, whose birthday is it?
Country Boy's mama.
What's her name?
What's her name?
That is her name.
Country Boy's mama?
Linda.
Linda.
Did you have a birthday song?
No.
Just a regular birthday song?
Well, I'll be.
What are you saying, Ginger?
I don't know.
Okay, let's just sing regular Happy Birthday with pretty harmony. How's that?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
I had a show. And now I don't have a show anymore. It's their show.
So for our next election.
So,
what would you like to tell us about your hopes and dreams?
They hear me all the time. This is great.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a Ren star.
No, when I grow up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I think that's what we got right now. A very fun show. Yay, people are liking it. That's
Thank
good.
you,
Charles, do you
people.
have anything else? Because nobody's calling in.
No, it sounds great. You guys are awesome.
Well, I think we're gonna end with a song.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we got one more song from you guys.
Oh, which one you want to hear? Going South?
Sailor?
Like, oh no,
Big Sailor?
I will
no.
survive.
What's the?
Do you want? You know what? Would you like to hear a beautiful song?
Well, what about the
No.
math song?
Party
What
at
about
the
the math
Fair.
song?
Let's do Party at the Fair.
Right at the fair?
Yeah, we got a good one. This is
All right, that's
it's
good.
not a
that's
naughty
good.
song.
Well, before we do it, one more time, pimp out your, sing your song, then we'll pimp out your stuff. There we go.
Okay, cool. You're all about pimping things out, aren't you?
Go ahead.
Here, let me get down
That's what I
here.
want for you.
Oh, then after this, I'm
Relax,
gonna have some ice
relax.
cream.
Sounds good.
You guys might recognize this. Go ahead.
Get it.
Yeah.
Drove in my car to Silver Leaf. Whoa, stop.
Which one are we doing?
See, I'm not the only one that messes up.
What year are we at?
Yeah, what year are we? Silver Leaf. Let's do Silver
Silver
Leaf.
Leaf,
We change it for every show, so okay.
Oh, well,
All right.
okay.
What?
I was going to say, you're at the other side of live.
Okay.
Drove the car to
The other side of live.
Okay,
There you go.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
There you go.
You're coming. You don't need to tell me
Take
anything.
5. Yeah. Drove in my car to the other side of life with a dream and an empty mug. Welcome to the time of the 1500s. When do I get a chug? Get in hand to the front gates, I stroll. Look to my left, see a giant maypole. It's so Renaissance-y. Everyone's so old-timey. Heart's reeling, don't know where to start. I don't want to miss any part. That's when a music act came on the stage and the road started to play. And the road started to play. And the road started to play. Well, my blood still and dancing along. Not a care in the world. I'm drinking till I get drunk. I'm dancing like I am drunk. Yeah, my mud's still and dancing along. Up above is a bird of prey. Hey, Merrily, it's a party at the fair today. Hey, Merrily, it's a party at the fair today.
Walk in the pub with my sneakers on. Everybody's giving me stares.
Like, who's that guy wearing a tie? Must be his first time at fair.
Hard fitting in with wenches and monks. It's really not a place for steampunk. As long as we are pirates, I'm breaking into a cold sweat. My head's reeling, don't know where to start. I don't want to miss any part. That's when the music act came on the stage and Bocca started to play. And Bocca started to play. And Bocca started to play. Now my mind's still dancing along. Not a care in the world. I'm drinking till I get drunk. I'm dancing like I am drunk. Yeah, my mind's still dancing along. Over there is a public play. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today.
Feel like I am lost in time.
Lost in time.
For people who are not my kind. Something stops me in my tracks. And an act comes to the stage and I'm fine. Now my mind's still dancing along. Not a care in the world. I'm drinking till I get drunk. I'm dancing like I am drunk. Yeah, my mind's still dancing along. I'm eating a turkey leg.
Yum, yum.
Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Now my mind's still dancing along. Not a care in the world. I'm drinking till I get drunk. I'm dancing like I am drunk. Yeah, my mind's still dancing along. I'm coming here every day. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today. Yay, Burley, it's a party at the fair today.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody has enjoyed this as much as I have
Oh, thanks.
today.
We have
This has been
too.
fantastic. I was a little nervous with, first of all, how many people do we have here?
Five.
Five.
You make
Five, that
sense.
makes
42.
six people on this.
42 with the answer.
42.
42.
Everything. 42, thank you. Also my age a few years ago.
Amen, brother.
So thank you so much for a very different The Other Side of Live. Very different topic, but a lot of fun. And remember, everybody, as we're doing this, it sounds like I'm signing off. I'm not yet. And remember, as we're doing this, that it's all about sharing that joy, spreading that love, and just having a great experience in whatever it is you do, loving what you do as you do it. I'm sitting here and thinking, wow, what a great time. I love what I do. I love it.
I thought it was about plundering the booty. That's what I learned from this episode.
Yes, according to this.
Lusty wench.
So
As
go
long
ahead.
as you love while you're doing it.
That's right.
Keep doing it.
Love the booty. There you go. Yeah, I said it. Okay.
Can't-
Anyways,
So you're saying if you can't plunder the one you love the one you plunder?
Yes.
Wonder the one you're with.
Yeah, plunder the one you're with. There you go.
I guess that's you.
pimp your stuff out.
Someone's lost control of the show.
Someone never had it.
You can find out more about the group at boccamusica.com. Remember, Bocca with 2 C's. And we're on Facebook, facebook.com/bocca.musica.
Come see us at Silver Leaf this weekend.
Yeah. And we'll be at the Michigan Renaissance Festival for all 7 weekends.
That's right. You can find them. But just Google Michigan Renaissance Festival. The same stage as the Tortuga Twins.
Yes.
Blue Team.
Yes.
Their first
Treetop
year there.
stage.
Treetop stage. So everybody, you can have all the naughty body stuff you want on Treetop
That
stage.
should be great.
Make sure you do that. Charles.
They're coming to Georgia in the spring, right?
Yeah, they're going to come to Georgia in the spring. I think they need to try to come to North Carolina.
I'd love to.
I want to.
And
I want to
Arizona.
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook us
yeah.
up.
All right, let's try to do something there. Once again, Charles, bearcrawlingnation.com for his show, The Bear Crawling Nation Live. And the movie guy, where can we find him again?
7throwcenter.com.
Seventh Row. Is that with a 7th?
Yep.
Or
Seventh.
spelling it out?
No,
The
7.
number 7th.
Yep, rowcenter.com. And there were some announcements about your show, remember?
Oh yeah, what's the announcement about my show?
Well, first off, we now have an official mornitworld.com mobile site that if they go with their iTunes or their iPod Touches, their iPads, their BlackBerry phones, anywhere, any smartphone that browses, you can go to morningworld.com and you'll get his writings and his podcasts in a very, very simple to use format.
There you go, so that you can access it via your smartphones.
That's right. You wanted to talk about BlackBerry. You're on BlackBerry now.
That's right. We're now, what is it called? BlackBerry.
I think it's just the BlackBerry podcast app. It comes with BlackBerry phones.
Podcast app.
Yeah, it's built into the BlackBerry phone. So if you have a BlackBerry, or your friend has a BlackBerry, there you go. It's on the phone.
We just did this. Or actually Charles just did all this. So we're all excited about it. Like, yay, we have this. And nobody knows. So we're pimping that out.
We'll help you spread the word.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. So all you BlackBerry listeners, you can go there. And I think that's it. You can find me at mortarworld.com. Please feel free to friend me here on stickcam.com/mortarworld and to subscribe here. I want to thank everybody for joining us for this podcast and this live show.
Thanks for having us. This was really great.
You're wonderful.
We think that about you too.
Thank you.
It's a love fest.
And now I'm going to have a soda. I'm sorry. I'm in Michigan. I'm going to have a pop. All right. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought you might want to know this real quick. We've had 2 listeners solid on Mixlr coming off of Facebook and or bearclawingnation.com listening to the audio version of this.
Nice. So we're starting to get people from everywhere.
That's
awesome. All right. Thank you, Bocca Musica.
Thank you.
This is our Mordant This is our Mordant Mon, and you have been listening to The Other Side of Live. Ciao, Drink Catchers.
Bye. Like us.
All right. I think we out now.
The way you can cut a rug, watching you, the only drug I need. So gangster, I'm so loved, you're the only one I'm dreaming of. You say I can be myself now finally. In fact, there's nothing I can't be. I want the world to see you be with me. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. on a radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, no. Hey, soul sisters, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, soul sisters, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight.